Well, one of the most outspoken Nazis in the country who said that gun violence was necessary and that these sacrifices had to be made to protect the Second Amendment just became one of those sacrifices. No one mourns the wicked, no one! The amount of people that I've seen saying like positive things and like RIP and stuff is ridiculous for people that I know. It's only like a few, but that's still too many. And the amount of, he had it coming, he only had himself to blame type of videos that I've seen, chef's kiss. I'm very anti-gun, anti-violence most of the time. However, when you don't give people a peaceful solution, non-peaceful stuff is gonna happen. When you just shout hateful rhetoric constantly, hateful things are gonna happen. Bad things happen to bad people. At least he died defending what he loved. This is apple number 3 of the day. They're so tiny.
And holy shit, there was a spider. I was able to like block it in, but eventually it just kind of like disappeared. So I don't know if it died or what happened, but it being like secure and trapped, it made me feel secure. So then ice cream number 1 and ice cream number 2.
I found a good TikTok on the situation that happened yesterday, so I posted that to my Instagram story, and hopefully I can get a little follower cleanse because I don't care how many people are following me. I don't want any Nazis on my page. Straight up. I don't care. If you believe, if that's you, get the fuck away kind of thing. Anyways. Day 32 of my trip, day 22 of Jeju, and day 15 of Seogwipo. I woke up quite late. I wanted to wake up at like 1 and I didn't wake up till like 3 or whatever. And I've had a headache like all day and I don't have any Motrin or whatever. So I think maybe I'm going to go get some of that if I can find some. I don't know. I really need to take the trash out though. I have so much trash that I've been accumulating over the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to start with just getting rid of the food waste, I think. And maybe I'll take all of my milk cartons. I think I'm going to go and I'm going to get rid of the food waste and I'm going to buy specific bags for like the other stuff. Because you need to buy specific bags for things. I don't know, it's really confusing, really complicated. The Airbnb host didn't give any instructions at all, didn't even leave bags for any of that or anything. So unfortunate. Normally they leave you bags and they say, this is for this is for that, or that you translate it yourself and they like go and they take it out for you. You just like put it outside or something. I don't know. I have had a few where I've had to like do it myself, but either way, they always provide bags. So it's really weird that it's like super not foreigner friendly, but whatever. I just took the food waste out and I think I did it wrong. So I looked it up and apparently bones go separate. Those don't count as like food waste, and like a bunch of other types of food don't count as food waste. Only certain foods are food waste. And also the bag that I had didn't look like the yellow food waste bag. It was a white bag and I was like, what? And you couldn't just put the bag in there. You had to dump everything out of the bag and I didn't know that. So I tied up the bag and then I was standing there and I was like, what do I do? And thank goodness some dude pulled up in a car and I was like, 쓰레기, what did I say? 음식 쓰레기 어떻게 버려요? That's what I said. And he said, 카드 있어요? And I was like, 네. And I got it out and he like put it in and then I was like, do I have to do this? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, ugh. Anyways, thank goodness he helped me, but I felt bad because like I think I touched his hand with like the food bag that had stuff on it and I was like, 죄송합니다. It was awful. It was so bad. And of course I didn't look like this. Even this is bad, but I looked even worse. Like my hair was a mess and just, And I looked it up and also it says that plastic that's like stained with food or whatever, you can't throw that away like normal plastic. That's also a different type of waste. And I'm like, what? Like, there needs to be a rule for Airbnbs. If you're renting out an Airbnb to a foreigner in Korea, you have to tell them and explain how to throw away the trash because this shit is so confusing, so stressful and anxiety-inducing. I don't know what I'm doing at all, whatsoever. And there's no one at the trash thing to help. Maybe it's because I came later in the day, it's like midnight type of thing. But like still, there needs to be just some type of instruction, like if it's going to be this complicated. Anyways, the reason that there was no recording though of me going out and doing that is because 2 minutes into my walk, it started to rain. And mind you, the camera was on my neck mount because I was downloading things onto my phone from it. And so I had to have it on. So I just put it on my neck mount for simplicity's sake. And then it started to rain. So I'd stop at a bus stop and I was like getting my umbrella out. Then people were getting off of the bus at the bus stop. Then suddenly there were all these people around me and I was like, and then the buses were honking at me like, are you getting on or not? And I was like, no, I'm turned around. I'm not looking at the bus for a reason. I'm not just not paying attention. So yeah, that wasn't great, but at least I got the trash out. Also though, you didn't even need to buy a specific bag for food waste if you can't throw away that bag. Like I can just use, I think at least, I can just use any of the plastic bags that I have, put the food in there, and then dump the food out, and then you throw away that bag separate. So it's like, well, why did I spend money on a bag for food waste if it can't be thrown out? Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'm mad. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go and try to throw away the milk cartons, I think, or the vinyl, or maybe both. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring like a bag or two of trash to the convenience store, and I'm gonna hope that there's someone else in there and I can ask them to help me. And while I'm in there, I maybe buy bags specifically, because I think that for throwing away general trash, you need a specific type of trash bag. But again, I don't know. There's no instructions anywhere. No one to help me with this. I'm just... And before you say to just fucking look it up, yeah, looking it up made it more confusing. So it only seems to be raining harder and harder, and I still have to dry my laundry, so I'm just gonna go, I guess. I already went out and got rained on a bit, so.
And I didn't take my camera because water, rain, but I was able to record a little bit with my phone, so here's my walk. And of course, I still had some chicken left from last night, so I heated some of that up, and I used some sauce that I got before, and I watched my show. And this was a little disappointing. The magnet that I got in China in Luzhen, look, it's already like coming apart, like it wasn't glued strong enough or whatever. It's fine, it's whatever. I can super glue it back myself, but just like, ugh.
Okay, first off, the curls are kind of popping off just a tad. Anyways, I went and I did laundry because I literally had no towels. I had to do laundry and it was pouring. I've gotten 3 emergency alerts from the government on my phone being like flood warning and all these things. And I had to go out there and do laundry. I am so glad that I brought an extra pair of tennis shoes. I have the same exact pair of tennis shoes, but I got like a half size bigger and I didn't wear them until like right before I left. So my feet honestly got a few blisters because I was like breaking out new shoes like the beginning of my trip. However, I was thinking, wow, I kind of wish I didn't bring this extra pair of shoes. Maybe I should go like throw them away or something because I wasn't using them the next day. And like I've used them at this point like maybe 3 times because of the rain. I am so glad. Oh my gosh. They got absolutely soaked. I stepped in a puddle and my entire, almost up to my ankle, was in this puddle type of thing. Like my shoe was soaked. When I got to the laundromat, instead of waiting outside, I waited inside. I pulled out a little step stool and I sat on that and I took my shoes off because I was like, even though my socks are wet and I don't want to take those off, at least I won't have them marinating in the shoe. Oh my God. But if I hadn't brought that extra pair of shoes, if I had just worn my normal ones, they wouldn't be dry enough to wear tomorrow type of thing. Like they are so soaked and there's no hairdryer here or anything. Oh my God, in Japan, when I came before, it rained the entire day one day and my shoes were completely soaked and I had like a hairdryer on forever and they still were wet. So I know that they don't dry easily. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I have an extra pair of shoes. Oh my gosh. Yay. And it's not like I have to choose between one pair of shoes or the other because they're the exact same shoe. It's just that one is like a slightly less bright white than the other because I've worn them for like years, but But it is 5:30 a.m. I won't go to bed till like 6:15 probably. And I'm waking up at like 9 a.m. Not great. I need a lot of sleep. And I had a headache for like most of the day. So that's not going to help with my headache after I wake up. Like I don't have one right now, but I think maybe when I wake up I will. I don't know. I'll just stop at the convenience store and get Advil if they have it. But tomorrow I have this thing that I pre-registered for and it's at 10 or 11 a.m. No, it's at 11 a.m. But I need to leave here by like 10:30. So I need to wake up by like 9 because I need an hour to get ready and then I need 30 minutes to wake up. And worst comes to worst, I can like get a taxi there, but the taxi will take like 7 minutes and public transportation will take 17 minutes. So I only have 10 minutes to spare at the most, if that, you know? So anyways, hopefully I can wake up in time because I woke up today like at the time when the event would end. The event ends at like 3:30 or something, and I woke up at like around 3:30 today. So I have to wake up or I'm going to be so pissed at myself.
And my man, not my man, but like my favorite comedian, Troy Bond, I love him so much. He posted this. I wish it was April Fool's. He shaved his head, but you know, I'm just like, I'm not going to say the best part about him is his hair because it's not that. He's, you know, cute and funny and like literally all of the things, but like his hair was a major factor. Like he had such good hair and that broke me when I saw that photo. But oh my goodness, before I went to bed, I finished my show. And it was, you know, a Chinese drama. And a lot of the times, most of the times, the Chinese dramas are a bit longer than K-dramas. So like it was a 36 episoder. It was like a long one. And the first part of the show I, you know, watched, was invested in. And then I kind of got slow. I was kind of like, yeah, whatever, you know. But then it had such a plot twist. Like I literally never saw it coming. And after that, I was like, oh shit. And like I got really into it for the last like bit of the show. I do think it was a good show. Would I recommend it? Perhaps. Again, it was a good show, and not the male lead, but the second male lead. It's not like there was a love triangle, but like, you know, the secondary couple, the one on the left there, the male lead, I've seen him in another drama, but like I'm talking right now from like the future, from months after like this day. And so, you know, this is the first drama I saw him in, but recently, as in, you know, months after this day, I saw him in a different drama, and like I didn't even realize he was the same guy in both shows. And I'm like, really? He was that guy in Love Crossed? Oh my gosh, it's a pretty good show. The whole premise is like there's this type of game where like you have these like VR glasses type of thing, and you can like have a boyfriend, and there's like a bunch of different dudes for you to choose from for like whoever's more your type. And then this girl like meets them in like real life, and she's like a big fan, and then she's like, oh my, you just have to watch it. It's pretty good. There's a similar episode, or there's a similar show out currently that's actually a K-drama with like one of the girls from Blackpink as the female lead, but it's only 10 episodes, and you know, it's different. Their adaptation of it is different, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Anyways, I did enjoy the show. I would recommend it.